This is Jennifer Carrots. You're watching Pure Metal Sickness, and I'm very proud to present Abythos.
Fucking transformation!
talking about the history of Abythos and how it all came together. Mortrine.
Well, that's an interesting story. Nagarth and I have been friends for probably four or 5 years, and he was playing a band called The Killing Machine. Actually, at the time it was called Unearthed, and I started going to rehearsals and met Koth. A couple years later, the sort of mastermind behind The Killing Machine, this person named Visser, also known as Ty Pickett, decided that we should start a doom metal project, and we chose the name Nyarlathotep. And Nagrath, Visser, Koth, and I, as well as the bass player from The Killing Machine, were in that band. We played 4 or 5 shows maybe, but we didn't get along with Visser at all, and we wound up deciding, to part our separate ways. And on January 25th, which was 5 days after our first show at the Back Room, we let Visser know that we were not interested in being in a band with him anymore, and we started Abythos without him. Ever since then,
But technically, he did play one show with us as Abythos.
Yeah.
At the Back Room.
Since then, or I should say, starting on that day, we got a practice room and booked a show. I believe a couple days later we went to Henneck and booked a show. At that point, we only had one song written, if that wasn't even finished, I don't think. And within 6 weeks, we had written a whole set of material, and that still makes up probably 60% of the stuff that at least that we're playing live. And a lot of the material that's going to be, or the majority of the material that's going to be on our upcoming album for our CD release party.
Tell me how you came into the band, Koth.
Let's see. He mentioned The Killing Machine, and I had been associated with Nagrath and Visser through another band called Unearthed, which was formerly Unearthed.
Yeah.
And but anyways, I played one show with those guys and had falling outs with that project, so I went my own separate way, and I had sworn off metal at that time, and was taking my guitar, playing happy hours, blues happy hours, things like that. And I just so happened to be playing a blues happy hour at Headhunters the night that The Killing Machine was had a show that night. And so I was up there playing, and hear all these guys that I've known, for a while, but I hadn't seen in some time because of the falling out or whatever that we had. And then I was playing, whatever, and then so throughout, after they played their set, it just sort of got they were talking about they had another band going on, and then I was invited not too long after that to come out to Visser's house and sort of just kick around some ideas for a band, and just kind of went from there. I would say it's pure. I would actually say the fact that we're all jamming right together has a lot to do with just blind chance, because I don't think I never would have talked to Visser, certainly, much prior, and then much less never seen these guys again, and it hadn't been just that I would happen to be there that night, jamming on a blues song or whatever,
Right. All right. And what about you, kind of made us? How did you get into this?
I had just moved into Austin, and the only person I knew was Tim from Noise Farm.
Yeah.
And I went to the back room to some show, and he was introducing me to people. He introduced me to Mark, and I was talking to Mark about that I was in another band called Hammerhorn, playing bass. And he just asked me if I was doing anything up here, because they needed a bass player. I just told him I'd go check him out, and I liked what I heard, so started
So here you
practicing.
are.
Yeah.
All right.